Hello and welcome to another grammar lecture with Professor Dennis. We're going to start as always with a screen share. And let me get that up nice and big for you. So this time we're looking at subjects and predicates. What are they and why should you care? Basically, when you break a sentence up into a subject and a predicate, you're taking the sentence and breaking it into two clear and separate parts. As for the why you should care part, well, if I tell you that you need to fix a subject, it's because it's unclear. You need to know how to identify that break in the sentence so that you can fix it. Same if I tell you that your predicate is awkwardly worded. You'll need to know these two important facts in case you're told that you have a fragment of a sentence. That would mean that you're missing one of these pieces, possibly both. The only way to fix such an issue is to know what each is and how to identify them. Every complete sentence will have a subject and a predicate. But what are these? Well, the subject is telling you who or what the sentence is all about. It's your star attraction. The predicate tells you what it's all about, or the action. As you can see from the samples, you need both parts to have a complete sentence. If you read the first example by itself, you're left with a thought, and the cheerful yellow flowers, what? If you read the second sample by itself, you're left asking yourself, what brightened the front porch? The sun? The full moon? The laughter? When you put them together, you have one clear thought. The cheerful yellow flowers brightened the front porch. Let's look at this a little bit more in depth. If you think of a sentence as a motorcycle, you can examine each part as a wheel. The subject is one wheel, the predicate is the other wheel. These two parts connect to form a stable structure, a complete sentence. All of the parts of speech connect within the subject or the predicate and work together to create a rich writing experience. Get it? Writing? See what I did there? I know. Lame English joke. Groan if you need to. I'm okay with that. How does this new knowledge help you as a writer? If you can break the sentence into these two parts, you can easily move around phrases within each part for a stronger and clearer sentence structure. We're going to cover the different phrases later. For now, just know that understanding the subject and the predicate will help you rearrange your sentence structures when you need to. How, you ask? By learning where this imaginary line is between the subject and the complete predicate. The complete subject is the noun or pronoun that is the star attraction and all the words around it. The complete predicate is the verb or verb phrase and all the words after it. Take a look at our two samples here. Those students on the football field. You need the prepositional phrase to go with students because otherwise you don't know which students are being talked about. Our practicing for Saturday's game finishes out that thought to tell you what those students are doing. If you put the two samples together, you'll notice you could have drawn a neat line between them, noting the separation of the complete subject and the complete predicate. If you break things down a little bit further, you'll know that you have a simple subject and simple predicate. The simple subject is the main noun or pronoun, that star attraction. The main verb or verb phrase is the action. In this sample, I've underlined the simple subject and the simple predicate for you. Has anyone noticed a pattern thus far? There's one thing that can help you immediately to break that sentence into two parts. Have you caught on to what that might be? If you said that the predicate starts with the verb, you'd be correct 9 times out of 10. The complete predicate usually starts us off right at the verb. In these samples, I've compounded things just a little bit. What does that mean? It means that we have more than one simple subject and more than one simple predicate. Why do this? Well, what if you're told that your writing is a bit clunky or a bit repetitive and would do better if you combined a few things? That's where this slide comes in. In the case of a compound subject or predicate, you will need a conjunction to note both the relationship between the two and to join them. Here, I'm using and in both cases. If I used or, it would mean a contrast in these items and change the meaning of the sentence. So the conjunction you decide to use is important. Make sure you select the one that conveys the tone you intended. This is a sample opening paragraph from a graduate level literary analysis class. The focus of the week for this assignment was African American literature. Let's break these two into manageable pieces. All right, so two of these sentences are just normal sentences. They're complex sentences as well, so they actually have more than one subject-predicate combo. I've highlighted the subjects for you so that you can see those breaks clearly. In the first one, we have two possible subjects because we have a sentence within a sentence. The one in the middle is just a normal sentence. Very simple, one subject only. Let's do another. This is a sample opening paragraph from a graduate level literary analysis class. The focus of the week for this assignment was Native American literature. Pause the video and see if you can find the breaks between subject and predicate. Careful, I might have thrown in some of those tricky ones. I've highlighted the subjects for you. How did you do this time? Let's take a look at these together. Again, you'll note that I have two complex sentences, so these have more than one subject-predicate combo. And if you notice, the first sentence has a rather long subject, while the second sentence has a long predicate. This is how you create an ebb and flow in language. When we get to varying your sentence structure, this is going to be important. For now, take it all in and understand that finding the subject and the predicate will help you with your writing as we progress. Need more? Go to YouTube and search for Subjects and Predicates Schoolhouse Rocks, because catchy music is always more entertaining than the bland lecture, which means you'll remember the content a lot better. And don't worry, I won't take offense. I hope you found this lecture helpful. If you have any questions, please make sure to email your professor using the email icon in your learning management system. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you on the flip side.